speed by Ultima Grace, well to the fore. Casea's well placed as well as they're wide across the course. Miss LeMay on the near side group in company as well with Kiss Me My Love, Betty Clover, Sant of Havana. Spherical just behind the leads with Adestria, Flash the Cash on the near side group. Meanwhile, Where's Claire leaves over on the far side from Seraphim Angel. Leovanni, Sant is in that far side group with Truly Enchanting, Flickers Girl and Engelmere. Mighty Eru is towards the near side. Far side include Ruby's Prophet, making their way down towards the halfway stage. Leovanni and Zanti over on the far side with Where's Claire, Seraphim Angel and Engelmere. Down the near side, Miss LeMay still travels well with Enchanting Empress. Mighty Eru right up the near side with Flash the Cash, and also trying to make some ground is Oxford Rock. Leovanni over on the far side from Miss LeMay. Then Oxford Rock, Xanthian coming home strongly just behind the leaders. Mighty Eru, Leovanni on the far side. Mighty Eru is trying hard to close, but at the line, Leovanni is the decisive winner of the Queen Mary. In second place, Mighty Eru. In third, More Lamb ran on late, just ahead of Miss LeMay, who's just behind those in around about fourth place. Then towards the far side, Miss Rascal made some late ground with Flash the Cash. Leovanni has won well. Carl Burke for Chazz and James Doyle, the combination. Leovanni has come home to win from Mighty Eru. Then the same owners duo, third and fourth, More Lamb and Miss LeMay making a 1-4 for Carl Burke. Remember, he was unlucky in the Coventry, had a horse that had to be withdrawn on the morning of the race, but Leovanni has won for Wathnan Racing, who were peppering the flag yesterday and have really scored a hole in one here, because Leovanni, always prominent over on the far side, weak in the market but strong at the finish, came right away in the closing stages to win decisively from Mighty Eru under the near side running rail.
Oh, those near misses yesterday, after all the money spent by Wathnan Racing, the Holy Grail being Royal Ascot winners that they had last year. They've had to wait till day two, but they have struck in devastating fashion. What how good Andesite is, who couldn't run yesterday, because this was a convincing winner, Del.
Well, she was very convincing on her debut. She was very, very professional, and she's looked at even more so here today. She's so strong at the finish as well. I mean, looking at the way she's finished her races, you'd think she would probably even get 6 furlongs, but so professional, you know, at this stage when they are, you know, she's only had the one start. When you're on your own like that is when you kind of see any chinks in them, and she hasn't even barely moved off a straight line. She's really nice, the head stretched down, and as I said, she's got a lovely stride to her, and I think she'll probably even maybe get 6 furlongs eventually.
I do like the fact Carl Burke, he came here a couple of years ago, dramatised, managed to win this for the squad. And the thing that James Doyle has done, now once he's committed, he's really kept her up to his work, because he knows if you slightly gear down, she thinks she's won her race, and that's when you get blindsided by somebody who's, you know, 10, 15 widths apart from you.
Yeah, that can happen here when they don't come right up close and challenge them right close to them. But you say she's professional, which she is. It's only her second race post start, but she was a breeze-up horse, so she cost 190,000 from the breeze-up. But it's almost as if they've had a bit of more experience under their belt, because they're trained to jump and run and be professional, more so than had they come through a yearling sale or a foal sale or homebred.
So those colours, Wathnan Racing, they're getting more and more familiar, aren't they? That's the Emir of Qatar, who's clearly passionate about having winners here. And the horses they've got, James Doyle has some tough decisions during the week. He's got this one absolutely spot on. Qatar Racing will be cursing their luck. They went so close last year. They've gone close again here in those colours on the near side. Mighty Eru ran really well, though. But let's hear from the Doyler.
All right, this is absolutely huge. 20 years since James Doyle's first winner. 10 years since Kingman for Saudi. 5 years since Blue Point for Godolphin in Dubai. And now he wins for Qatar on this magnificent horse. James, this is a really important victory for Wathnan Racing.
Absolutely, yes. The message after last year was try and get a good team to go to Ascot for the following year. And yes, it's been a lot of work for everyone behind the scenes. It's easy for me just riding them, but a lot of work has been put in by Richard Brown, his whole team, Oliver Tate, and everyone behind them. You know, it's not just those guys, it's a big team behind them that have selected these horses. And yeah, it's nice to be riding them. And yeah, I was pleased with her on debut. She won like a potentially smart filly, but it's so hard to tell. You know, you're banking. Look at yesterday, I had the choice of 3 in the Coventry, and the one I picked finished out the back. The other 2 just got beat, so it's very, very difficult to make choices. Thankfully, I didn't have to choose between two in this race.
This race has produced all sorts of horses, a pocket rocket like Lyric Fantasy, a 1,000 guineas winner like Forest Flower and Marling. What have we got on our hands here?
Well, I've won this race before on a filly called Rosina for Clive Britton.
2013.
And she's got all the class that she had, the kind of raw speed, the ability to relax, the good temperament, versatile with the ground, so there's lots to look forward to with her.
And James, finally, you have had those massive jobs. This is another important one. The Emir of Qatar will be watching on. How do you feel he'll think about this right now?
Well, I'm hoping he'll be pretty pleased. Obviously, we've got a lot more runners to come, so let's hope we can add to this tally, but it's great to get one on the board for everyone.
Well, Ed, 10 years after he was king man, James Doyle is king again.
And he's winning for a 19th time at Royal Ascot. And this is huge for Carl Burke, win number 6 at the Royal Meeting. He was on the floor yesterday. There he is in the sunglasses behind Mark Sims on the left. He was on the floor when Andesite had to come out yesterday. You know, all the rumours that by far Carl's best 2-year-old and had to be withdrawn. Just pure bad luck. And now he goes and wins the Queen Mary, a yard you know very well, Adele.
I do. They're a great team. They're very, very professional. No stone unturned in Carl's yard, and I always like to see them have winners at the big meetings because they do work so hard between himself, Elaine, his 2 daughters, Lucy and Kelly, James as well, and Mark, who's on leading her in. They're a good team, and like I said, I always like to see them rewarded with these big winners because they're actually really nice people, though, Ed. You know, they're down to earth, and winners like this mean a lot to them.
Congratulations to the Emir of Qatar, Richard Brown, Oliver Tate and the team. Big win for them. And Carl Burke's also just won the 2:15 at Hamilton with Jungle Drums. That's a 65-1 across the card double for Carl Burke. Leovanni winning at 22-1. Was much shorter overnight. I think it was around